What's up, everybody? Welcome on into the 62nd season. Should be game number 68 here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and you can catch new installments every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific time right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. So be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell, do all that good stuff. And thank you so much for watching. We have the first of a back-to-back, though I guess technically all of the games are back-to-back. As far as YouTube is concerned. We are playing the San Antonio Spurs, and we're in San Antonio, and then we'll have the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow, and then a quick stop at home, a little pit stop, then we'll be on the road for Houston. It's a lot of away on the right and a lot of left a home on the left, which is interesting. Checking out the team status, we're half a game behind the Heat for that 7th spot in the playoff race. It's pretty tight between the first, 6? Really close between the first 4 spots, but 3.5 games isn't too far back. I don't know how much progress we're going to be able to make, but we'll do our best. All we can do is just control what we're doing, take care of the teams that we're playing against, and we'll jump on in here against the Spurs team that isn't playing super well. We have been playing super well, though. Including just some absolute demolitions of teams over the last couple of days. So, yeah, feels good. Let's, I forgot that San Antonio has, no one on their team. So they have just historical players. I forgot all about that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you do enjoy the content, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell, do all that good stuff. The best time to do it is right now while this loading screen finishes and the pregame intro happens. So enjoy that, and I will see you at the tip.
There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge. You've got to be able to take a dig and feel comfortable that you don't have all the answers. Kevin, it all starts with Pop.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Indiana. They're holding the edge for the last playoffs. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings.
I think for the Pacers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Vucevic is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Duarte in at the 2 spot. And for San Antonio, the guard pair, Murray and White. Young out there with Johnson. And it's Vassell in at the small.
Welcome on into San Antonio.
And it's going to be the Spurs.
Missed the tip because something loud happened outside. Okay.
Murray against Brogdon. Murray, the pass to
Oh,
Young.
what a
By
block.
Brogdon.
Oh, my goodness. I was hoping he would get around. Hold on. I needed to read that better. There we go.
Vucevic trying to get over.
There we go.
Sabonis
Kind of a
good on
mess.
the assist from Brogdon.
I was hoping that
This is
the
kind
initial
of
fast break would get around that
unselfish
defender.
Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Murray, the pass to Young.
Headphones? Are you okay? Sound is just cutting out for no reason. Thank you.
It's White on the wing.
I'm just kind of over here.
5 on the
I'm just
clock.
hanging out.
Back to Young. And the layup is
Okay,
good after a nice
that's fine.
And you know,
That's fine.
Young is no stranger to overcoming aggressive defense.
All right, we can hold here for the
That's
final
just an
shot.
example of his experience coming into play.
Pass to Duarte.
Duarte has such a smooth shot.
Back to Brogdon. Out to Lamb. He got it up. And that was just in time, but no
Just
good.
tick
A
off.
quick defender like White,
Okay.
who's aggressive and
That's all right.
strong, man, that's a nightmare for
An
you
excellent,
on
like,
offense.
tipped pass
Tie
by me
game
with
in
Brogdon
San Antonio.
led to a couple of points.
We'll get things started in the second
I started to
quarter
panic a
when
little
we
bit, so it
return.
feels extra good to get that too to start things off, because it just was not. It was not a clean possession. I want to say it was Duarte. I wanted him to get around that defender, but the defender did a good job to block me from that. And then I threw it back to Brogdon as kind of like a panic, more like a safety throw sort of thing. But then I saw that Sabonis was open down low, and I like I threw it in, not really putting all the pieces together if that was a good idea or not. It looked like it was going to work out, but
Got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. We've got Jakob Poeltl.
that's going to work. There you go, Miles Turner. Miles Turner. You'll love it.
It's the San Antonio 5.
I don't know why it's so hard for me to see where I need to be matched up defensively.
Back to Murray.
Little separation there, no big deal. I'm not on the ball, that's fine. Oh, I left my man because I was looking at the ball.
Misses
My
his
bad.
first shot of the night. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great
Slicing
outing against
here.
Cleveland.
Cut to the corner, O'Neal.
Whatever they couldn't get from their start.
I like the play there. Just not a great
You hear
shot.
about the importance of having
I'm good
depth
with it.
all the time. Bench players that contributed last game, their bench came alive.
That was my fault.
You know, that's
I got
a
lost
shot
and worried
some
about the
teams are
defender
willing
that
to
was,
give Murray.
or
The more
the
he knocks it
offensive
down,
player
the
that
more
was in the
dangerous
corner.
he'll become.
To the paint. Pass
That's
to
not the
McConnell.
mismatch I thought it was.
Here's Caruso. And
Took
no
too
luck
long.
with that time on
Took
the buzzer
too
beater.
long. That time
And the
didn't
first
even hear
half
the
comes to a
beats.
close in a tie game.
All right. Each team has one bucket in each quarter. Can somebody break away?
David.
Find out after the half.
Thanks very much here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
A one-dimensional perimeter attack doesn't cut it for the whole game. I like to see them punch the ball inside the second half, force the defense to collapse, and then you can play inside out.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like a fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet.
shooting a little colder here. The last couple of games we've gotten out to some good leads. Been able to kind of coast in the second half. Not today. There we go. That's a great read right there for Vucevic. Brogdon, couple of assists, no points so far. That's all right. Oh my goodness.
Respect and admire about Brogdon. He just makes plays that help his team.
Second time I've been able to do that. Why are you running?
The kick out to Sabonis. It's up a three. Sinks the
Oh, wow. Okay, that was open. All right. Don't know if that counts as an assist. It does. Brogdon, 3 assists. Maybe we can get him some, not like garbage time points, but...
Shoots the three.
That's got to go. That's got to go. That's got to go.
That one goes in.
This is what I was talking about. Big quarter here. 8 points already. 2 threes.
Murray with it.
We're in control here as the third quarter winds down.
Doesn't go for it.
All
So
right.
it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been
Wow.
a rugged defense setting the
Wow.
tone. Back right after this.
Brogdon's been huge. Couple of tips, deflections. One of them might count as a block. I don't think the other one will. Maybe they both will, but couple of great defensive plays. 3 assists for him today.
With the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every
That'll work.
possession end this way.
That will
Team
absolutely work.
basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here is Forbes.
It is great to have you with us. Thanks for being here.
In its center.
Brogdon might go with an offer today. We have the second team offense in.
It falls.
All right, that makes sense.
As a spot-up shooter, guys, Forbes is right there amongst the best in the league, and his movement is what separates him from many. He gets
There
those
we
teams
go.
to still compete.
There we go.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
Seeing the
And,
floor
you know,
good.
until that
Seeing the
final
floor good. Not talking
buzzer
well,
sounds,
but
I
seeing
mean,
the floor
you've gotta treat
good.
every possession like it's crucial.
San Antonio calls timeout.
I think we'll go ahead and throw the starters back on.
40 seconds left in the fourth.
Just in case. If they get points here, I would expect them to start kind of fouling.
He's checked in for Miles Turner, and Brogdon subbed in for Alex Caruso.
Then a problem.
And now they trail by just 4.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
We had this problem against Cleveland.
Sensational
There's a nice block right there.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now
I was worried. So Vucevic grabs the rebound here. I was worried that A, he was going to step on the baseline.
Here's Vucevic.
But B,
Bring it up for
and more
Indiana.
importantly, oh, that's a weird throw.
Brogdon
I was worried when I threw it back to Brogdon that he would he'd be out
There's
of
25
bounds.
seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lamb finds Brogdon. Clock at 6.
We're going. We're throwing it.
And a great assist by Brogdon as that one
That's
goes
like
in.
5 for him.
Lamb is a capable spot-up shooter. He's comfortable shooting.
I think it was just a 2 though. I thought that was a 3, but it's like it was just a 2. No big deal.
They're trailing by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's what's your take.
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60
Malcolm
seconds,
Brogdon, the
even
player
if
of the
it
game?
doesn't pay off tonight,
I don't
maybe
even
for
know
the
if he
future.
took a shot. Yeah, 0 for 0. No field goal, even attempts. 5 assists on the day though. Now our inbound defense has been pretty bad.
Dermott for 3. Duarte grabs the ball. Brogdon right side. And he takes
There we go.
that
Get him on the
rebound
points.
and
Get him on the board with
through.
some points.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know,
Okay,
once they
there you go. We got
in
that
their
8-point
view, a
big
huge
quarter that we
injection of
needed.
energy
Otherwise,
and
we were
great run to finish it off.
we beat them by
So the
1.
Pacers
If you take out
go
that
in.
third quarter,
This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily
got to work on the
a runaway
inbound
win,
defense.
but
It was a
one
problem
they'll
against
feel very good
Cleveland.
about.
We left them open for a couple of threes late in the game, made that more competitive than it should have been. Wasn't ever really in doubt, but still got a little bit. I don't know, dicey seems like kind of a dramatic term, but at the same time,
For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and
it's a concern. It reveals a concern of like, if we're in a tight game, if it's only a 2 or 3 possession lead, are we susceptible to a comeback like that? Now, I do understand that a lot has to go right. They have to not only get open for the 3, but they got to hit the 3s. However, if you put 3-point specialists in there and they're wide open, the likelihood of that goes up. So, I guess something to keep an eye on as the season moves forward. Now we should be, I believe we're a season best 6 games over 500. I had that really good streak earlier in the season, but I don't think we ever got to quite this level. So we are 37-31. Team chemistry hovering right around that 80% mark at 79. We are able to leapfrog the Heat and get to the 7th spot, which means we would face the Bucks. And we're 2 games behind the Hornets, but a half game ahead of the Miami Heat. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. That's not the button I meant to press. Hopefully you enjoyed today's game. A fantastic third quarter. Vaults the Pacers into the winner's circle. And there you go. We got the second half of the back-to-back tomorrow against the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young. Probably going to pose some problems, but you'll have to tune in to find out. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Go Pacers.